Mic check 954. Shit. PeeWee already know how I'm rocking. Ay. Lone wolf separated from the pack. Bravo Zoo, I had to adapt. Come on, man. And I got a brand new batch. Tell your DJ run it back.
Welcome back to the Longer Than a Decade podcast, episode 61, nigga. We are here, man. I remember, bro. I don't want to say, bro. I'm about to get teary-eyed, bro. Started this shit in 2021, man, and
shout out to Charles too, man.
You know what I mean? Very, very special guest today, bro. And I want to appreciate you for stopping by, bro. You know what I'm saying? Checked out the page and he DM'd the page to get on, and it's just a pleasure to have you on. I like to have people who have things going on to get on the podcast. You feel what I'm saying? No catch a fire today, but salute Paris. The Dawn is here. She woke up, man. She got her breakfast. The Dunkin' Donuts is going crazy. Yep. She inhaled that hash brown.
McDonald's.
Hey, man, it's great to have you, bro.
Good to have you on, my G.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for having me.
For sure, man. Tell them where you can find you at, bro.
You can find me on Instagram under the at name FungchungDavid. My actual name is David Fungchung. I was born in New York. My whole life I've been raised in Florida, so I'm a Florida boy.
For sure. Y'all boys heard, right?
Yeah,
all right, don't get it twisted.
Yeah, Broward.
That's right, Broward County.
Yeah, Broward, not Dade.
Okay, for sure. But
I like that. Broward, not Dade.
Well, yeah, man. Plethora of topics, like I used to say. What Paris said last time? Plethora.
It is a word. It's a word.
All right.
I think.
Said it wrong. You know what I mean? Just said it wrong. You feel what I'm saying?
But what I said was still a word too.
Hey, man.
Allegedly.
Hey, you're a man of many talents, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got a lot going on, man. It's really inspiring, bro. I like to see people actually really like striving for greatness.
Right.
For lack of a better word. But bro, like basketball. Let's talk about that for a moment, bro.
I started playing basketball in high school. 9th grade, I was cut. 10th grade, played JV, varsity. 11th grade, 12th grade, played varsity. After that, basketball, that light kind of dimmed down. Got into a car accident, hit by a truck. Then after that kind of led into like more avenues because I had no plan B.
Did you feel like, it was adversity striking at moments that, damn, like
what do you mean by that?
In the sense of like, when you got cut from 9th grade, did it inspire you to go harder?
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
It was that type of timing where, I was new to the high school, and when you don't make the when you don't. What
high school did you go to?
Coral Glades High School.
Okay.
Yeah, in Springs. But that moment where you didn't make the team, you go to the locker room, you see your name not on the list. Yeah, it came to that point, and then everybody made fun of me. It was cool. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Then after that, 9th grade, same year, became the water boy. You feel me?
Right.
Okay.
And then giving them boys water, then I came to realization like I'm better than them. So one day I just walked out, and then right outside their practice, there was a court outside, and I was there every single day.
Putting in work. But
Yes,
I'm gonna go into the accident when you get the details of like what transpired like that day leading up to that. Like,
I was with my boy Christian Maltez. We're on the road on the I-95, and we're on the speeding lane. There was a 18-wheeler truck that merged from the right lane all the way to the speeding lane. I was driving a 350Z then, so then that car's kind of small
car. Yeah. Tudo cool.
Yeah, from Tokyo Drift. But in a nutshell, the truck slid over, didn't see me, hit us, and then we kind of hit the wall, came back off, spin out. But I kind of pulled it to the opposite of the spin out, so that kind of saved us. And we're just
How did you feel like
that's
in
scary,
that moment?
bro.
In that moment, I thought about Christian because I put him in that predicament. So I put my hands over his whole chest in that moment just to make sure he's all right. Like if I don't make it,
You guys had your seatbelts on?
Yeah, for sure. If I didn't make it in that moment, I want to make sure he made it because I put him in that predicament. Well, it was unfortunate. Yeah.
That's real.
Yes, sir.
Accidents dead ass be happening.
And you were. I'm sorry. Did you say you was okay after that? Like after that happened?
Not really. I had a herniated disc that's found within the spinal cord, and imagine pretty much your spinal cord. Put jelly around it, put saran wrap around it, you squeeze it, and have all the jelly coming out underneath this nerve, so all that had to be repaired essentially. Yeah.
How long did you have to stop playing basketball?
I want to say about a year. to a year and a half.
It was a long recovery process.
Yeah. It was definitely it was a new insight because essentially, I'm not used to like being cooped up in the house for too long,
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Did you? Because can you talk about like the mental aspect of that? Because I popped a blood vessel in my vocal cord.
Yeah.
Like as an artist,
Wow.
I was like, because it just happened, right? It kind of
Right.
was like a freak accident.
Right.
But it was me straining my voice and I didn't even know. So I know like the mental part of that to kind of get back to where you were to where you are now type
Right.
shit. You know what I mean? You want to talk about the mental aspect of that? Like how you kind of mentally got to where you at now, basically.
Yeah, so I guess, on that note, it came down really where, I mean, I had this, like, I was hungry, I've always been a hustler, I've always been hungry. And when it came down to basketball, I needed a plan B, from
Sure.
experience and watching other people that come out of Broward, come out of Miami, into basketball, they always had a plan A, but, they never had a plan B. And I was the type like, yeah, this is my plan A, I'm gonna make it. But truthfully, mentally, man, it was, I always just stayed intact with it. I've never been the type of person to be like over depressed or like this is the end of the world. It's like, all right, what's next?
For sure, you sound like me. You sound like me because at the time, like I was kind of thinking like, damn, like can I go back to the studio?
Right.
Can I really like continue to rap?
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I can. You know what I
Right.
mean? I was like telling myself, it's just those dark moments where you kind of like, damn, bro, like I got this shit.
You know that shit happened to Young Jeezy? The same shit.
Really?
Yeah, he popped his vocal cord. Like, yeah, it was in a documentary, bro. He was like, bro, he thought his career was over. Like,
Nah, gee, that shit, bro. The way I was talking, I couldn't even talk, bro. I was like, yo, is my call center career over? Am I gonna have a job, nigga? Like,
Can't put the professional voice on.
get off the phone, okay? Yeah.
you know what I mean? But yeah, man. I just wanted to ask you, like, because it seems like basketball is your passion as well.
Nah.
Right? Not really. Is it more of like a?
So I do music internationally. I've been in Africa for like 6 months.
Where?
Jamaica in 3 months. I was in Zanzibar, Tanzania.
That's fire, man.
Getting a whole different perspective in the music industry. I've been around like Dre Knight. He produced for Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
Oh.
That song acrtor into Girl.
Yes.
Yeah, he produced that song.
Wow.
He introduced me to Dre Harris. Dre Harris produced for Michael Jackson, Mariah Carey, Chris Brown. That whole 2000 hit list. I met Mitch Mula, also known as Dominique. He produced for Yo Gotti, Juice WRLD. Did like 4 songs with him. So I met a lot of cool people in the industry, and I got game from them.
Yeah.
How is it over in Africa though?
Huh?
How is it over in Africa?
I mean, it's different. You get treated different, especially for people with our complexion.
Like different how in a good way?
You get
Embrace more.
prestige. Like
That's dope.
You're at a higher prestige. You're treated like a king and a queen. But at the same time, it's also kind of two-sided because you don't know if it's genuine or if it's for the money that you have. You get what I'm saying? But some people are really some people are genuinely there to really put you on game.
Dope.
Yeah, so I recommend all of you to go.
You were there for like 6 months, so
Yeah,
economically.
Yeah, money was saved.
Do you feel like over there living is it better than here?
I mean, if you want natural resources, absolutely.
I'm proud of you, Paris.
Just
Very
to,
proud
like,
of that question.
Yeah.
Paris.
You know what
I'm very proud of
I
that.
struggled.
Yeah.
That was a great question, though.
Yeah.
Very great question.
They put you through a lot. They bring you to the slave market. They show you where it's really been done. You're in the churches where these slaves were raped in front of priests, and you get a different perspective.
Yeah.
So it's not for me to tell you guys. For you guys to
gotta
Exactly.
experience
It's very
yourself.
interesting
You get what I'm
experience.
saying?
For sure.
That's lit.
Yeah,
I think you're probably
that for
the
you.
second person I've heard that kind of story from.
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot of podcasts, so I was recently watching one of Akon's episodes.
Yeah.
When he was getting in depth and what he's doing in Africa and stuff like that. And
doing a lot.
that's on my bucket list.
Yeah,
I think that's top 5.
Yeah, he built the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Solar panel. He's doing big things out there. Yeah.
So actually being there, did you feel like it changed any like characteristics inside of you personally?
Made me more disciplined. Made me more in tune.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah.
Because like out here, you could get lost in the lifestyle simply like just being a free American, compared to them where they have laws and regulations that they have to follow. And if they don't follow those regulations, their lives are over with.
You just said some real shit.
You know what I mean?
Real shit you just said. You can get lost in a lifestyle of just being down here. Bro.
Yeah, as an American, for
surrounding
sure.
yourself with certain people and taking on certain ways and shit like that. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's why when I see people go out like to Dubai and like the little things
Right.
that get them locked up, I'd be like, bro, like
My thing is, don't go out of your country to somebody else's country doing
Without
dumb
knowing.
shit. Like, why would
Right.
you?
And I don't really say dumb shit. It's like you got to know the laws. Like,
But that's what I'm saying.
Like
Like,
that Brittany Griner
Yeah.
shit.
Dubai is very prestige. I don't know. Brittany Griner.
that's the one, the basketball
The
player.
WNBA, right?
Yeah.
You know,
She knew better.
yeah, you like when you go to different countries, they have laws that you have to follow. Around the whole world, a lot of countries kind of I don't want to say don't like us, but they kind of keep their eye on us because we're very highly
unruly.
what's that mean?
I'm sorry, I'm Jamaican. It means,
When I hear unruly, I'm thinking of popcorn.
oh,
Right? That's his crew, right?
oh my, yes, but it also means like, you know, you don't have any behavior. You're not disciplined. Like, you do whatever you want. Like it's just that.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you know,
In a way, it's kind of a sense
pretty-
it's like freedom.
It's pretty much like land of the free. Like
Okay,
America's
okay.
land of the free.
Yeah,
And, you know, you
absolutely.
can choose to do and be whoever you want.
Right.
If you want to be in Dubai, like, look, we have standards. The majority of people who live in Dubai are wealthy people.
Yeah,
Like, the most
100%.
wealthy people live there. So it's like we have a reputation. In the United States, there is no reputation.
Right.
You trash, you rich, and you got the rich and the poor.
Right.
Dubai, we have a reputation to withhold. So that's why a lot of countries outside the U.S., Europe, you fucking Americans,
Right.
you giving whatever. But it's true though. You know what I'm saying?
It's truly because how protected we are
Very
outside the
much so.
country. You know, us having a passport is very beneficial. Yeah, I want to say privilege because I guess to some degree, privilege. But dang, I just had a.
I wouldn't say
Great
privilege
point.
because I just feel like a lot of shit. Like America, we fought for certain things. You
Right,
know what
to
I'm
be
saying?
where we at
we
today.
put in work to say, oh, we can go to a different country.
Right.
We can do this and that. But that's why a lot of people hate America because there's a lot of shit we have that they don't. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand it.
Right.
I get it.
To a degree,
Yeah, for sure.
Like we have embassies all over the world, so we're always protected. We always have somewhere to run to. Like, you know, other countries don't.
Yeah, that's so true.
You know, Jamaica's not even Jamaica. You know, Jamaica's owned by many countries.
Facts.
You know, respect.
I didn't even
Great
know that.
Britain
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
biggest one, yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Britain, you know, the UK, the Chinese. The Chinese have an embassy there. You know, there's a lot of Jamaican Chinese people in Jamaica.
Yeah.
This
Wow.
goes on, bro. It's a very
Are you Chinese, by the way?
Huh?
What's your name?
I have Chinese in my family. My mother's Jamaican Chinese, and my father's Guyanese.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you
This
culture.
Nigga forward.
Yeah.
not on paper. I'm just American. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
It's a regular Florida boy, huh?
yeah. Broward. You
You
know, you gotta
gotta say
bad.
that shit, bro.
fuck
You
with
gotta
this
say
Yo,
that
they
shit.
gotta say it.
emphasize
They
that.
emphasize. You gotta, hey.
I remember back in the day, when Ace Hood was like,
He
you
from
know
Miami.
you know he from Deerfield, bro. Ace Hood from Deerfield.
Oh, no, we know.
The nigga claiming Miami back in the day. Do you feel like when Kodak knocked the door down, is that really when he
No.
kind of like
Oh,
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Yep.
to an extent?
To an extent, I'll say Kodak and XXXTentacion.
For sure,
Yes,
man.
You know?
same time.
For sure.
Both of them, like in that moment, they were both representing, you know, Broward, and they came together and you know did that song together.
Yeah, for sure. That was. I'm like, I was telling my home, but I'm like, that song with Kodak and S. That's probably like that's probably the biggest song to come out of Florida.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
in history.
Yeah.
Legitimately, because they were the peak. The peak they was at. Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And X had a real fan base.
Still
like
does.
legitimate.
Still does to this
Crazy.
day.
does.
Rest in
Rest
peace,
in
man.
Rest in peace.
For sure.
I just want to talk about Kai Cenat really quick because he is. Let me just say this:
The biggest streamer.
In the world.
he's that nigga, man. But
the
what we
world.
just saw right there, bro, was
Wait, that's
what,
the dude that was on the truck giving out stuff?
Yeah.
Nah, he
Nah, he
not
talk-
in this video. He's talking. Oh, he's talking about before. He did it before.
Yeah.
Did it
hell
yesterday.
You know, nah.
Wasn't he
wasn't-
giving out PlayStations to the police?
Let me tell you the story, Patty. So basically, bro.
Yeah. He's that nigga for sure.
Let me say it, man. So basically, he said he gonna do a giveaway, right? Number one, he streamed the shit. When he had the shit in his hand, he had like the gift cards in his hand. I'm looking at this shit like, bruh, ain't that like 100 gift cards, bro? What the fuck are you doing? That ain't enough. But I don't think he realized how big it would have got, right? That's a nigga who got real power. What I just saw just now, bro.
I think he knew that. You know that song I Just Wanna Rock by Lil Uzi? And that ending scene where he's on that Hummer and whatever.
Yeah.
Uzi told Sanat to, you know, I'm pretty sure he told him to, you know, hit up his fans and all pull up. It was the same thing. So I feel like this was part 2 to that.
You get what I'm saying? Got you.
Like the first time they didn't know who was the one that, you know, started it, but I think this is part 2.
So did you see it? Did you see the?
Oh yeah. I saw the drone footage. I saw it on the news. You know, I think he's doing his thing, especially for the black community and the kids in the community.
I respect him.
To,
I fuck with him.
to do other things. You know, other than in the streets.
I saw nothing wrong with what he was doing. I saw nothing wrong with what he attempted to do. My thing is like the jits. That's like. They take, you know, there's a construction site, the blueprints, they taking the blueprints, throwing them shits around, walking around with shovels and shit. That's the shit I'm just like, bruh, come on, bruh. But again, it's jits. Like,
I mean, but these are just from New York, you know.
That's true.
They don't play.
And the way I feel about shit like that, when it comes to like levels of status, like we can say we won't do that, but we not in that world. You feel what I'm saying? We can't really speak on what other people doing. We not in that world.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's why I don't get in between that.
Yeah.
Like I said, you don't know it was wrong. You feel what I'm saying? But you don't know like the type of shit that's going on in these people's lives, right? Like that's why I say I don't think he thought it was gonna be big like this. You feel what I'm saying? I don't believe it.
So do you like think of yourself as a person who just kind of like is just living life to the fullest at this point in time, like where you're at, as far as like traveling, as far as like music, as far as like playing ball,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Are you kind of just like, where are you at now at this point in your life?
So I can't say everything. Some are, you know, disclosed information. But if you guys know who Money Matt is, Matt Herman, essentially he has a health insurance business called Enhance Health down here. They're partnered with the Miami Dolphins. He's partnered with Floyd Mayweather. He's done a lot of big things for the community, right? I was introduced to him by Dr. Doncor. He's a gastro-robotic weight loss doctor, African American, and he puts, you know, the community on game.
Why you got a gastro?
Huh?
Why you got a gastro?
What you mean gastro?
Oh, then you see, never mind.
I don't get it. You said why I got a gastro?
Yeah.
That's stomach. That's intense.
No, I know. Why you got a gastro?
What you mean?
You got a gastro?
Oh,
okay. Never mind.
Pronounce that again. What you say? Because I'm hearing.
No, she probably thought you said you got a surgery. You know what I'm saying?
No, it sounded like he said gastro.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
The doctor that introduced me to Matt Herman is a gastro-robotic weight loss doctor.
Robotic?
Yeah.
That's dope.
So robotic instead of the hands, you're using the robotic arms to proceed with surgery. Yeah. So pretty much, you know, in a nutshell, me and him, we're opening up a call center for the Enhance Health, the downline for them. So we'll be in the health business as well. Which is a huge thing for everyone that can't afford health insurance or don't even have the education for health insurance, you know, which is very important and needed for many.
Within the community.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
You know,
a lot of people
dental,
don't have
oral.
insurance.
Yeah. So that's something big that I'm in right now, which I'm blessed to be in. Other things, you know, the modeling side of things, I model for Babe, Jordan.
Have you ever met him?
I met Michael Jordan's son. I played in a celebrity basketball game at the FLA Arena for celebrity, I forgot, CSE, celebrity sports events, and I met his son with Larissa Pimpin. But, you know, to answer your question, no, I'm not living life. I feel like I have a goal and an objective. Right now, you know, I'm just trying to provide my own capital so I could be able to help the community. Or if not, partner, joint venture with other, you know, companies and, you know, do it the legal way and be able to provide, you know, basketball courts. My end goal really is to like push, like, not P, but like, you know, push change.
That's
Did
dope.
that motivation come from you going to Africa?
Nah, it comes from me being around those people to see how they maneuver. And
Motivation.
Motivation to show me that, yo, anything's possible as long as you have the right mindset. Keep your circle small. the main thing is discipline and staying consistent. There's gonna be days you wake up when you feel like you don't want to do it anymore. And you still gotta continue. You know what I mean? That's what's gonna get you to that 1% projectile.
Talking to you now is like you have a lot of goals set out for yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
And being who you are, you have to be very conscientious of your time. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you have your day planned out, you got so much things coming at you at one time, right?
Right.
Like how do you do that? Do you just take notes on like, cause we all got a career, we do something, right?
Right.
But we all have shit that may be taking time away from us. We like, damn, you wouldn't be surprised about how much bullshit that goes on in your life that's taking valuable time away from yourself. So how do you do that? Do you like take notes? Okay, what's taking my time away this much? Do I need to remove this? Like, what do I need to spend more time on? How do you balance your time out through yourself?
Yeah, I'm kind of like
that was a dope question.
Yeah,
I
sure.
know I'm that
that was a
nigga,
great
right?
question. I'm an in present person, you know, because like you can't really control what happens in the moment. So like whenever things like that distract me happen, I kind of block it off right there and then, so it doesn't become an issue in the future.
So you have no distractions.
Nah, for sure. I have many distractions. I have 13 siblings. Overall, I have 18 siblings.
You have what?
Yeah, my mother had 13 children.
That's a blessing.
Wow.
For sure. And,
It's not too much.
I think that's more than Benji, no?
Yeah, I mean, 2 more than Benji.
Yeah.
Benji is 11.
Yeah, overall, my mom and my dad, my dad has 9 kids on his side. My mother has, my mom, 4. Yeah, 4. Yeah, well, my mom and dad and the rest, all together is 18 put together. But my mom's separate is 13. But
what number are you?
I'm 7. I'm the middle child. I'm the black sheep.
Yep.
I'm the one that never listened. I'm the one that my siblings wanted to beat up so bad for not listening.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So you was a badass jit.
I
was bad. Yeah.
I do not get that from you.
Not anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Maturation.
You grow up.
You like me for real. I'm the black sheep too.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to none of them, bro.
Yeah.
I'm doing my
Wait,
thing.
How old are you?
How old do I look? I'm forever. Right? That's my age. My age is forever.
Sir.
He's one of those niggas.
All right, now.
I'm forever.
Hey, I'm gonna use that shit
forever, bro.
If I had to guess,
the body goes, but the energy's forever.
For sure. That's real shit.
That's real shit.
Yeah.
27.
Oh, you really want to guess this nigga age, huh?
Yeah.
You don't believe him at all? He's not. He's forever.
This is disclosed. This is disclosed information. This off the record though. This off the record.
That's tough.
But
yeah, I mean, to manage really my time, I wake up, I try to work out every single day.
For sure.
Right.
I make sure I at least get a mile in, because with running and cardio, it frees the mind. I do my little chores here and there. I got 2 Dobermans, I keep them straight. Like I have a zoo in my house. I'm raising a blue jay right now. Wow. I have like 4 turtles.
Man,
but all those bring me peace. You get what I'm saying?
You a Pokemon master, bro.
Not yet.
The man said he got a blue jay in his
got a fucking Charmander in there. You know what I'm
Hey man, I remember I got chased by a Doberman before though.
Yeah, I got.
How you get a blue jay?
I
got bit by a dog.
The community, where I reside at, there's a lot of trees, and one day while I was walking our dogs,
I can't believe he actually let you keep them.
Well, the bird was at the bottom of the tree, and it was ants all over it, like decomposing it.
No.
So we walked past it, we walked back, and I saw the same thing. I looked up, I saw for a blink second, I saw the mother, but then, she disappeared. So, I took it, and then, brought it with me, washed it off, whatever. And from there, it's been, growing pretty well. I'm going to bring it back. That's my objective. I see the mother every morning because I wake up early and she's there. But essentially, I found out that birds fall from trees because if their home is not protected, pertaining like their shade over it, they burn up. So they shake. And the nests be very small, they fall out. That's why we have so many fallen birds. You get what I'm saying?
I heard that some birds like the baby bird could have been injured. Like another male trying to approach it would kill the actual baby birds that's in the nest.
Yeah, I see.
He was sitting duck already.
You talking about the YouTube
blue
video?
jay has a story.
Shit crazy,
That's
bro.
crazy.
Amazing.
Wait, he's still this tiny?
I mean, that's him right now. This was before.
Yeah, man. A real Pokemon.
That's
Yeah,
kinda
but,
creepy.
like-
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like things like that happen because they be like signs in your life that like God puts you in situations for you to
sure.
deal with how you're gonna deal with it. So I kind of saw it as a
As a test.
Yeah, so take care of the bird and then give it back to its mother.
It's amazing, man. I'm gonna be honest. It's amazing. I live. One of my neighbors is just like that.
Dog food.
What?
Yeah, so I put dog kibble inside of like a little cup, put water in it, and I let it.
Yo, the man sitting my feet, the bird
marinate.
dog food.
Yeah. Dog food has a lot of nutrition in it. Like it really does.
Facts.
Some cats eat dog food. Like, for real.
I seen a cat out there eating some tuna.
It's the same. It's all the
same.
same stuff. Like it's all the same stuff. It's the same process. Dogs can eat cat food. None of it will happen to them. It's all nutrition.
Yeah.
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 You didn't know that?
You can look crazy all you want.
I don't have a pet, you guys. Sorry.
Hey man, gotta get you one. Not a Doberman though, man.
Hey, I got
That's my favorite dog.
I feel like everybody.
You got a European one?
no, American.
I feel like I like the way the European ones look. I ain't gonna lie, them bitches look mean.
European, give me like.
Give me the controller, man. Let me show you something.
Yo, what's the next topic though?
So look, that's Mila, right that you see, and then the next one,
Beautiful,
Zeus.
man.
Amazing.
Yeah, definitely Zeus. He
Yeah.
looked like a Zeus.
Let me ask you a question.
That looked like the dog I got
Yep.
chased by.
I be seeing some dope people have Dobermans. They have like these little things like wrapped around their ears.
So
like,
it's a cosmetic thing. It's cropping the air. It's banned in all the countries except for the U.S. There's a lot of controversy with cosmetic care with Dobermans. People don't like it.
Yeah.
I did that shit to a pit bull I used to have.
Yeah, it's a trend. Essentially, it's a trend.
Appearance.
People are normally used to seeing Dobermans with their ears up, but they don't understand the process behind it.
So when you got yours, like how does a Doberman ears look regularly?
Floppy.
Like, they flop down?
Yeah,
I've never seen
Yeah, they
that.
floppy. Yeah, they're floppy.
Never seen that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, tell him when you got. Tell him he worked for FedEx. So tell him the story, bro.
I got bit by a dog, bro. Basically, what happened was,
You sued?
hell yeah,
Okay.
I got my 4 stacks out of that. I'm not even playing. Basically, I was like the thing about it, I feel like
Wait, who did you sue? The dog?
the cracker.
No.
Nah, that's what I sued. I'm not playing. That's pretty much what happened when I was in this gated community. So knock on the dude's door. I had knocked on the door to give him a package.
Yeah.
He ain't come to the door at first, so I had seen him. He opened the door, so I'm being a gentleman. I picked the package up and giving it to him. Big ass like black pit bull, like tiger stripe. That bitch came up to me and just like bit my leg. So I'm like, what
you
the
had
fuck?
you had a boxer bite you.
Yeah, I had a box in my hand, like giving it to him. You feel what I'm saying?
So
The dog's a boxer. Yeah.
Dog's a boxer.
You see a pit bull with that little. What'd you say?
It was Brindle. Like
you said
tiger stripe. It had like tiger stripe.
stripe.
Yeah, it was
that's
Brindle.
Boxer. Yeah, that's a boxer.
Yeah, one of those. The shit was huge. It was like one of the biggest pit bulls I've ever
they're
seen.
like- yeah.
I think it was a bully, like a triple XL bully or some shit like that. So it bit me, and he had done fucking. He didn't even call it off the first time. So when it did that, the dog backed up. I'm like, what the fuck? Shit. So the dog backed off. So the cracker just looking at me with the box in his hand. So he coming at me again. That's when he want to call him back. The dog backed off. So, oh, you all right? I say, look, you wait right here. You feel what I'm saying? I had caught, bro. I had a little mark. You feel I was bleeding though. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't about the fact. Because if it was the thing, if you would have apologized regularly, like, I'm sorry, I wouldn't even call the police.
Right.
But the way he did it, like he was like, oh, he's never done that.
Yeah.
Cracker, he just did it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I called the police and they was like, yeah, like what happened? I said I got hurt. See, I'm bleeding and shit like that. So I had went to court. Like
What did your job say?
I had shit. They're like, you keep working? Yeah, you keep working. I'm
Yeah.
like, but they would have let me go home. They're like, if you want to come home, that's cool. Do you need to go to the hospital? I say I'm straight. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to get money out of this. You feel what I'm saying? So I had
You could have got more, honestly.
Yeah.
I was straight with what I got. I could have got more, but I was straight with what I got. Look, three-piece nugget.
This nigga here, man.
I mean, it's a lot of
FaceTime.
shit.
I remember the FaceTime he told me that shit. I'm like, cause it was you and Julian.
Yeah.
Julian laid up in the bed as usual. He camera halfway to his face. You feel me? Shout out ATS June. Nigga, this nigga on the phone. He say, "Hey y'all boys, man, I just got bit by this dog, man. I'm about to get. Hey, I'm calling the police right now. I told him wait right there.
Yeah.
I
So
couldn't
he
believe it, bro.
came. It was so crazy because when the police came, I'm right there. Like I'm parked. Like say this, I'm like 2 houses down. Right, I'm in a truck. Like the cracker just looking at me standing out the door. I'm like, bro, I'm on the phone with the police right now. So they came like 20 minutes later. So it was a young black dude. Like, and this let me know like black people support black people because he knew like, okay, I'm in this rich white neighborhood. You feel what I'm saying? So he like, bro, what happened? I'm like, yeah, bro, the nigga, the dog attacked me and shit. He like, damn, for real? Like, I got this. That's literally what bro told me. So he said, the dog have his shot. He said the dog got his shots and shit. So like 5 minutes later, bitch, like the ACP, whatever, animal ACP, whatever, they came and like they had one of them long silver poles. They put the thing between the dog head and pulled the little thing to tighten up on his neck, and they took that bitch out the house, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, not the dog went to jail.
I mean,
the dog went to be put down.
Put down by law. If you get bit by a dog,
yeah, dog has to be put down.
Has to be put down.
Yeah, dog had to be put down. So I'm in court.
At least in Florida.
I'm in court. The dude crying. The honor like, oh, the judge like, okay, do you want to press charges? I'm like, yeah, to the full extent. Because if this was me, if I'm this black dude and this white delivery driver, they would have said the same thing to me. I truly believe that.
Why did you put the dog down?
You have to put the dog down. You're supposed to train the dog to not attack people.
Yeah.
It's a difference between It's a difference between if I'm going in your house, committing a crime, trying to steal. I'm outside the house. You feel what I'm saying? Right. The dog came out the house to attack me. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So the dude crying, they put Bailey down last week. I'm in the corner like, hey, let's get this over with. All right, like, yeah, that's how that went. You know,
it's unfortunate for the dog, but the owner could have did better.
Could have did better.
Yeah, he could have definitely did better.
Could have did better.
Can we talk about Cardi B's microphone accuracy for a moment?
For sure.
Can we talk about that for a moment? Because I feel like it's like, I watched the video of Rolling Loud, right? Great artists are I feel like let me not say this. Let me not say great artists are being disrespected, but like I seen a video of Kid Cudi, people throwing shit at Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi is like one of the most, I would say, one of the most prestige. One of the most prestige artists too. Who's wing artist? Which one? What's his name?
Remember he was doing a showcase and people started. They booed.
Kid Cudi?
Nah, Lil Wayne's artist. Remember we were supposed to talk about it? It was a dude. I
can't remember. But
no one cares about Young Money nowadays. Wow. It's not the same Young Money we grew up to. That's all I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is like, I feel like when you're on, because as being an artist, bro, you're kind of vulnerable to whatever when you're on stage. Yeah, people are there to see you, but it's like those one-off situations that's like nigga throwing some shit at you or.
My thing is, what caused her to throw the drink? Like, what you was thinking? What possessed you to do that?
Trying to go viral.
We talking about Cardi or Cudi?
Nah, Cardi. I'm using Cudi as an example to lead into like Cardi, right? Like, people kind of just doing whatever.
Yeah, there's been a lot of controversy with Cudi. You feel me? Like, Cudi's not.
Kid Cudi's a scammer, bro. Like,
I don't know.
No, this is. I've read up on this a lot. Kid Cudi, it's plenty of instances where he's done shows. He'll have a show scheduled. He's done it like 6 times. Say what's the dude name again? He the gay dude. He a singer. Damn, what's the
Lil Nas?
No, damn, what's the not Lil Nas? That's he black fucking it do. Cause I've been thinking about you all day.
Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean do the same shit. It's plenty of times he done did like plan a show, collect the money and never come to the venue. A lot of fans caught up on that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi's doing that?
Kid Cudi's been doing that.
So on Frank's end, I think that kind of happened because of the label deal he had. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, labels don't get paid unless the artist performs.
Exactly.
And Cudi, I think Frank was kind of
like a strike.
In between.
He was on a strike. Yeah. If you ever look at the ASAP Rocky interview, I think it was in New York. He kind of explained how Frank Ocean finessed the whole industry.
30 billion.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Great interview.
Very good. Yeah, great interview. But to answer your question with Cardi B and that her accuracy throw, I mean,
yeah,
it's unfortunate because she's gonna get sued for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. She might, like I said, that was a raw reaction.
For sure.
You literally, like, I'm performing, and out of nowhere, I just feel this drink get thrown on me.
Yeah. The law is a law, water, metal object.
There's literally a thing that, well, in Jamaican culture, like, your head chips. Like, come on now. Like, people, like, you're not going to do something to somebody and that light switch not going to turn on.
Yeah. I mean, Security should have handled the situation a little better, in my opinion. I know it was off of a reaction, but like when you're at that status and that prestige, you got to maneuver a certain way, even if water gets thrown at you. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, to be honest.
And she's a woman too,
But no, emotional. That's her second time. That's that second time doing it. But you just can't be artists. You can't keep.
I feel she's in the right.
Artists,
I feel like she's
artists
in the
get
right.
disrespected every time.
Every time, bro.
Like the way, like
it
even
comes with it.
in the video, the projectile of it, the way it was like, it just screamed
She had,
disrespect. Yeah, like it just
you
screamed
bitch?
it. She was so
Sorry,
appalled.
guy.
Her
You know what I'm
face
saying?
was
That
like,
shit locked on.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
oh my god.
He said sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
you feel me?
Funny.
Don't fucking pay $100 to come see me perform to disrespect me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't have to be here, bro.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, people is people. Everybody got feelings. Like,
That's true.
She knew she fucked up the minute she seen that woman's face.
She like, oh, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Bitch,
like,
you think it's
come
a
on.
game? It's not a game.
You
like, what
wasn't
the fuck?
sorry when you thought about throwing it,
Come on,
dummy.
bro.
Yeah. Modeling, man. How did you kind of get into that? As far as like,
so shout out to Hersey. He was a photographer in Miami. Good people. One day, we develop a relationship. That's why networking is so important.
Hell
yeah. I advise everyone to, like, once a week go out to an informative event where you pick people's brain and then also get game from it and gems so you could utilize it for yourself and your brand. But M. Hersey is a photographer that I collabed with years ago, and I saw him post a bait store before it opened up in Miami. He just posted the logo of it, and I was like, whoa, like, I'm like, this is gonna be crazy. Then he was like, yo, you wanna model? And I was like, what? And I was like, yeah, for sure. And so then he was like, listen, well, there's like 200 people in line. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, no, like, still put me on that list. And he hit up Kevin P. Lee. He's in New York. That's Kevin, sorry, I don't know your exact position, but he's high up there in the Bape community. Like, he's in the corporation. But
and this is Bape is
Miami when they
one of
first
the greatest
came down.
clothing lines of all time. It's established.
It's hot
for sure.
With the Pharrell and Ego really ran that up. But yeah, anyways, Hersey, Kevin P. Lee got back to Hersey and says, yo, I want this guy, and that was me. Shoot came up, we did the shoot. It was an amazing experience. I didn't get paid for it. I didn't get nothing for it, but I got the experience, and the experience led me to many more opportunities. You know what I mean? I'm grateful for that. So, not every opportunity is gonna pay you. It's gonna open more doors for you than
Yeah, that's how it was with the studio I was going to in Hollywood.
Kind of a form of payment.
Right.
I was going to the studio in Hollywood, and this nigga was recording for Gunplay and shit. So I be in there kind of just watching Gunplay from
MMG, Rick Ross,
MMG, light skin, dreads. And he would come to the studio, like, and I would be in there just hoping, like, yo, what if Rick Ross would have, like, walk in this bitch right now? I gotta be ready. Like, I gotta
you feel what I'm saying?
You feel me? I gotta have, like, shit laid out. So that kind of like taught me structure, because that was like my first time rapping, like 2013 to like 2015. I didn't drop my first project till 2015. So 2013 and 14 I was honing my craft. If I would have dropped then, it would never gone nowhere. But 2015, I made a little bit of an impact because I got to see me. I didn't have like people around me other than my homeboy here to tell me, yo, that shit ass, or that shit raw. Don't put that out. Put this out. So the world was kind of like my audience.
Testing ground.
And and I think I'm glad when I look back at it, I'm glad I did it that way, because I got to get tough skin from that, right? I can take criticism from strangers because I'm using strangers as my way of kind of getting better.
Which is smart.
Yeah. Legit. So 2015, when I dropped my project, I was open to all kind of criticism, and I'm a nigga who likes to take constructive criticism, because I listen, bro. If that shit not good, I'm not gonna put it out. I'll try to make it better, and if I'm satisfied with it, you still not satisfied with it, I'm still gonna put it out, because I am satisfied with it.
I was about to say, like, don't always do that, because everybody has different type of music taste, genre, so it may not even appeal to them at all, but somebody else is gonna.
No, this is just like me. Like, if I were to give advice to who I was before, like, I would have told them, like, everything that you're doing is gonna pay off, but you got to be more patient in what you want to see.
Facts.
You feel me? There's moments where I feel like I'm not doing enough. Right? I'm not going out to these networking, because as you're talking, I'm like, yo, I'm not even, because I have it's getting crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting crazy. But I have a real album coming out that I've been working on since I was 24. And I owe it to that version of myself who was late up at night, 6 a.m.
putting that work in.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, it was just me and my dad. I used to just stay with my dad.
Yeah.
And when it's just me and my pops, it's like I have so much time. Like, when I look back at it, before I moved out from Lakes, I had so much more time to prepare for now than any. And I feel like if those nights didn't pay off for where I was, I wouldn't be here at all. Be right here.
What would you feel like was the like the shining light moment in your life? Like, okay, like bitch, like nothing in my way. Like I'm in control of my own life right now.
That's for me or him?
That's for him. He talking about I don't even know. But both of y'all can answer it. You feel what I'm saying? For sure. Both of y'all can answer it. But you can go first, then it hit you with yourself. What do you feel like? Look like? Fuck all the bullshit. Like, bitch, I'm in control of my life. Like, this is nothing can stop me type shit. Like,
I'll say one event was going to live with Money Matt.
Damn.
You know,
okay.
And it's not even the financial aspect of it. It was the experience of it, you know, being able to do what you want. So in a nutshell, I've been to live a couple times, but I've never been to live like at the highest prestige. In a nutshell, we went there, he spent like $185,000 and he looked at me and he said, this is a tax write-off.
Wow.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? That's perspective. And I didn't even care about all the bottles, and I didn't even know Ace of Spades had a pink bottle.
Write-off?
Yeah, tax write-off.
Yeah. I didn't even know Ace of Spades had pink bottles until you know I went there. But in a nutshell, that's what he did. And then, you know, while we were walking out, he was like, listen, like, you could do anything you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You just got to put in the work and keep maneuvering the way you're maneuvering.
Literally.
And that's the same thing Dr. Doncourt told me. These are two people that are in my life right now that's keeping me level-headed and showing me that I can get what I want. But you got to have a structure. And you can't have one person that's messing up, because that one person could just end everything.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When you said tax write off, I felt that, bro.
You get what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
What was your moment?
Oh man.
Shout out Alfonso.
I had moments, man. I think it had to be when I finally made the second album. That's when I really believe. I was like, yo, like I really did this, nigga. Like, like the bro. I used to go to, shout out to J.O., right? He changed his name on Instagram. I don't know what to call him now, but I was in North Lauderdale every Valentine's Day making beats. Fucking Halloween making beats. Bruh, the amount of work that I put into that project, I spent my whole, like, as soon as I got off work, straight to his house making beats. And every single song was handcrafted. Like, I used to like sit in my room at like 9 p.m. to like 6 in the morning creating. And it took me sometimes weeks to months to make one song.
Right. And
that's how much time I was putting into it. And I think when I released that project, that's when I knew I was like, yo, I am that nigga for real, because niggas ain't gonna tell me that. Right. Like, I because of the work you put in,
you
bro.
Put in, right.
It's just impossible. Like, nigga, I'm putting in hours and hours. And
like, I've seen it, bro. I've been to every fucking, bro, early stages of him recording and going to jailhouse. We there hours. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him trying to throw out good beats and shit. You feel what I'm saying? And like, I've seen like I said, I've criticized him on shit I didn't like. Like, I don't like this shit. But it's just like a good feeling to have people around you and they see your growth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've seen bro become like a better rapper. Like, everything he sent me of late, like, it's good. Like, it ain't ass at all. You feel what I'm saying? It's good music. So like, who would you say are some people in your life that pushed you to say like, bro, like, you got this shit? You feel what I'm saying? Like, who are some of those people in your life that feel like hold that title for you as well?
Other than the two that you said, you know. But these are anybody else? Is it just those two? That really keep you level-headed is probably just those two, right? Really? Or is it multiple?
I'll say multiple. I met a lot of people in the industry that showed me love. Yeah. The reason I can't really give them credit so much is because I already knew myself.
That's dope.
You get what I'm saying?
Sound like me, bro. That's exactly what I would say.
Bro, like I know I'm that nigga.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even say it like that. Right. But like, it's like when you know. To a degree, like, I'm very humble. You feel me? But they told me it's bad to be humble. Right. You know.
Yeah, I've heard that too, bro.
Yeah, it's blockage.
I heard that too. Yeah. They say that.
I feel like it's bad when you put the work in and you know, like, I put this work in, but it's like,
you still treat me this way.
You still treat me like I'm not that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I would say it on that end. Like, like, I know, like, I feel like you got to be humble regardless. You feel what I'm saying? Facts. But I feel like people come to a breaking point like, yeah, I've been humble for too long. Goddamn. You feel what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah, I think that's what the name of this project is Came a Long Way for a reason. and it's gonna be legitimately like my greatest work, I would say, for now, because I know every time I drop an album, I'm like, yo, this is the greatest one, right? But this one right here, we're talking about like since I was 24 working on
different
this.
approach.
It's a very different approach. I'm rapping a lot more because I can rap and sing. I get both criticism. Oh, I like when you rap more, or I like when you sing more. And I used to try to fight the balance and but now it's more like I'm getting back to basics. Like really, when I was like writing and tearing shit out the paper, Kobe and that shit to the, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting back to that, and I'm realizing like I'm finding who I was before. Like I felt like at 19 I was better. I was a better rapper, which is not really true, but it was because I was hungrier more. Right,
energy was different.
Right, I have so many distractions. Like I got a 9 to 5 now. That's why I wanted to set up a home studio on this side. So when I woke up, even if I didn't feel like recording, I can see it. Right.
They're
and
not distractions,
that's,
really. They're just different obstacles that you need to fight through while you're also doing this to see how bad you really want it. You're not distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real. That is real.
Yeah, real shit.
That is real.
I'm proud of Paris today. I'm very proud. I'm so proud of you. Very proud. It's wearing off.
It's the liquor.
Pass her a bottle of water if you can. You know what I'm saying? Pass her a bottle of water. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. That's real shit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's real. And I think as you're talking and what you apply to your day to day is what I have been applying. But I feel like I've slacked a little bit, and this interview has definitely made me think like, yo, I gotta get back to where Martin done.
My biggest advice is like you guys have a great platform. You should monetize it on YouTube.
Yeah,
said
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm working on it.
We growing. We just gradually growing, man.
Yeah, I mean, when the cameras turn off, I tell you how to do it, so you can just do it.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
Off the record.
Off the record.
Last few questions that I really have, honest to God. I mean,
I got a question. You're a ball player. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Who past or present are NBA players that you look at like, damn, like, did you kind of emulate them, or you just like, I really like fuck with their game, like this particular player, like?
Yeah. You know, you see, like, my foundation growing up, I didn't really watch much basketball. You know, it's more about survival. But when I did watch basketball, you know, I didn't get to watch Jordan. I didn't really get to watch Kobe. I got to watch like LeBron. Emulating, I'm a student of success, so I watched LeBron to James Harden, to PG before the accident. I mean, all of them, to be honest. But who I really looked up, I didn't look up to nobody, no cap. But I say James Harden because he's left-handed, and there's very few people in basketball that's left-handed. So I kind of watched his game and how he took
and playing at that level too.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I was just watching the Jeff Teague podcast, and
he said some disrespectful.
I don't know where this like D Wade. It's not D Wade slander, but it's like, why are we comparing?
It's a question, like
D Wade and James Harden, two different players, and then you're comparing accomplishments, bruh. Like,
I don't think it's accomplishments. I think Jeff T was taking it as who he thought was the better player.
Overall.
You feel what I'm saying? Overall. That's the way he said it. That's the way he took it, but I think he worded it wrong. You feel what I'm saying?
I just don't know, bro. I watched like
hold
on, let me say it.
This is D-Wade's number one fan.
I had no cable, right? We ain't have cable until I was about like 10 or whatever. I didn't know who LeBron was until he came to Miami. Cause we only have Florida channels. Remember back in the day he had the antenna and shit? Yeah, bro. So we only had Florida channels. You feel me? I didn't know who Bron was.
How old are you?
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob.
I'm like, God, man.
Shout out to Dish Network.
He's like,
bruh, and then that time, like, LimeWire was a thing. My brother done fucked the computer up, so I can't get on the internet, right? So
he just keeps hinting at the age. I'm gonna get it.
So look though, like,
forever.
Like I'm watching D Wade in 2009, bruh, and I know what I'm looking at, bruh. Like, this nigga could be the greatest basketball player I've ever seen.
Right.
Feel me? I'm like, what, 13, 14? I'm like, yo, god damn. Yeah. That's when he was doing the spinning, jumping, and bruh. No one can win like that shit on Stoudemire. That's when I was like, this nigga is legit. And then after that was the game with when he dunked on what's that? What, you know his poster I'm talking about? The one that he sent that nigga flying on the floor. Anderson Varejao. When he sent him on the floor, bro. So I'm looking at that, right? And I'm like, okay, how could you, when I look at 2009 Wade and I look at James Harden, right? I was never a James Harden fan, but I'm a fan of a nigga who can hoop, right? James Harden legitimate. He was averaging like 35 or some shit like that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Feel me? And that was at 2018?
Yeah, 2018.
2017, one of them. James Harden was legit, but the step backs he was doing, he was manipulating the game.
Different, yeah.
You feel me? I'll do the same shit, just like Chris Paul. Like,
yeah, speaking of Chris Paul, you guys feel like he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Wow.
Without a doubt.
You don't think so?
No, let me tell you something. We got love for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing crazy. I'm gonna warn you. I'm about to get in your ass if you do this. I feel you finna do the same thing. So you feel what I'm saying?
You can hear me out?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like basketball has reached a point where there needs to be a new status. Like, I feel like the Hall of Fame is oversaturated, right? And I feel like there should be that, like, elite, you know, those people that
they need a new standard.
Yeah,
basically.
new standard.
You gonna get them first, or I'm gonna get them?
No, I'm not gonna get him.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yes, sir.
Chris Paul is one of the greatest point guards that ever played a game. Look at Charles Barkley. What Charles Barkley was playing, Charles Barkley was probably top 10 player.
I never watched Charles Barkley.
That's the problem.
Boy,
you see what you just said?
Y'all see this?
Look.
When men talk about sports, they go to sitting up.
Nah, because this is near and dear to my heart. You
so
see?
It's a nigga here. We had another dude on the podcast named
He's
Benji.
He's a hater.
Oh,
These niggas like Jordan and LeBron all day, right? Like LeBron got the all-time leading scoring record. This nigga came with fire, nigga. He came and sat down. He said, he looked at Benji. He say, I'm getting your ass today. Benji stand on what he say, but I feel what you're saying though. There should be an elite standard. It is oversaturated because I'm looking at the Hall of Fame that D Wade is going into with some of the greats, right?
Right.
And I feel like now there should be more of an elite like level tier. I feel like a tier, because that's where I put LeBron at, that elite level tier.
The way I feel like if you've been one of the best players throughout your whole career,
right?
Like you're a Hall of Famer. Like people can say what they want about Chris Paul. He hasn't went to an NBA Finals.
Right.
He's been one of the best players and best top 4 point guard his whole career. Even when he even at the latter stages of his career, when he came to OKC, he pushed us. He made an impact. He pushed us to a playoff berth.
He OKC fan.
You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like Carmelo Anthony. I don't consider him a Hall of Famer. You feel what I'm saying? I don't.
I don't.
That's crazy.
I don't consider Melo a Hall of Famer because
that's crazy.
Ouch.
Postseason. No, this is the thing. Melo wasn't in the playoffs.
So Melo over Chris Paul?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Total career.
Hall of Fame. Chris Paul over
Chris Paul all day. Chris Paul's been successful with every team he's went to. Everywhere he's went, he's been successful. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like if you've been successful, you're constantly in the playoffs. You always give your team a chance. One thing about Chris Paul, everywhere he went, you know he's finna make a difference. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like you make a difference throughout your whole career. You're a Hall of Famer to me.
Right.
Like Melo, elite scorer, but can we count on you to push us through just to give us a chance to win? I don't think.
I don't know. He kind of has a little bit of a point, I say, because what Chris Paul did with OKC, just a little bit.
We almost went to the Western Conference Finals.
Like it's a slim. Like,
he brought him to the playoffs. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but what Chris Paul did to OKC, bro,
was great. He should have stayed.
I didn't. Yes, bro.
And look at it like this. Let me take it deeper. Hart and them was balling before Chris Paul came. You feel what I'm saying? He never went to a Western Conference Finals.
Who?
James Harden. Before OKC, Houston never went to the Western Conference Finals. Chris Paul got over there. They damn near beat Golden State to go to the finals. That's the difference he makes, bro. Like, we all thought, I didn't think that Chris Paul and James Harden shit was gonna work. I didn't think 2 ball dominant players, but as soon as he got there, bro, they won 67 games that year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Chris Paul has IQ.
He's elite.
Yeah,
that's why I feel like it's disrespect. You disrespected him a little bit, but that's why we talked about it.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
This was actually a talk.
I talk to my boys all the time about this. I just feel like I said, there needs to be an elite tier where, you know, people that won championships are categorized in one group.
Thank you.
That's just how I feel. I think there should just be another category. Like, I can never put someone's worth ethic like down because you got there for a reason,
right?
You know, but there should be.
I respect it for sure.
Yeah,
I respect it. There's a lot of people I feel should be in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? I respect it.
Yeah,
for sure.
So hopefully the NBA change that within the next few years. I think that would change the game itself because, you know, basketball is evolving, so they should evolve these tiers.
And it's crazy, bro, because a lot of players we watch growing up, they're literally about to retire soon. Like, it's very emotional, bro. Yeah. LeBron about to be going soon. Steph Curry's about 35. You feel what I'm saying?
I think LeBron won't retire until he plays with Bronny.
I think LeBron retiring this year.
At least one season. I believe that.
I think one season.
I think LeBron finna retire this year.
Wow.
I believe that.
Do you think who do you think out of the generation that we grew up in has the most longevity, really?
In basketball?
I was thinking Steph Curry.
As far as who we grew up playing with? As
who
far as
we grew up watching.
It's been LeBron. Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, of course, but I think Steph Curry too. Like,
it's not, because you got to think about it. It's not. Let me tell you why.
He's just a jump shooter.
It's not, though, because Steph Curry has a history of being injured. Steph Curry has an injury history. If you really look at LeBron never really been hurt, bro.
He got an injury history now, the groin, nigga.
Yeah.
Because he's almost 40 years old.
That's
that's still putting 17 plus years of playing basketball, bro.
I don't care, bro. I mean, he's
how you don't care? You just answered the question.
He got longevity.
But Steph Curry for sure. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I could say that Curry changed the game of basketball. He let it be known that you don't have to be a big man to be driving in and score. Like, it evolved to shooting. Like, think about it. You go anywhere to hoop right now, just nothing but shooting.
How many niggas you went to the park with them niggas just trying to pull up from half court?
Yeah, half court.
Like,
right.
Get the fuck out of here,
Curry,
nigga.
bro. Curry put that.
He put that battery in.
Yeah, that battery, and then shooting and looking away. Everyone's trying that now.
It ain't fair, buddy.
Yeah.
So, what position you play?
Point guard.
You look like it.
You look like it. Shooting guard. But I play. I recently played in the Miami Pro League, and I was playing for Draft City. And the coach. Shout out to Donovan. He's an agent for DWC Marketing. Mm-hmm. He looked out and gave me a spot. But in a nutshell, I sat on the bench 3 games. You feel me? Didn't get an opportunity. When I got in, I did my thing, and then the last game, which was just recent, I think Thursday that just passed, came in, got a little highlight. But I can say one thing about basketball: it's politics. If the agent or whoever or the coach don't have any association with you, that's gonna lead to the future of them benefiting from. They're not really gonna look for your best interest.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to the park without your homeboys.
Yeah,
literally.
Facts,
It's like a nigga like, yo, I don't even know this nigga. Why am I passing him the ball?
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
That is real.
That's facts.
That's real.
Yeah.
Lastly, man, let me just say, Lizzo, you gotta stop. You gotta stop fat shaming your peoples, man. You're heavy yourself. You feel me? I don't understand.
You're so Jamaican, Martin. It's so crazy. I was talking to my brother about this same situation yesterday, and it's the way how we all think. It's just like it. Like literally, I just had to say, I'm like, what is the problem?
Hey, listen,
you're
man.
big too. All of y'all are big. What is the problem?
That's why I love being Jamaican, man. We say how it is.
Literally, a Jamaican person gonna look at me like, so I want a problem, cause all I want a big.
Yeah. We say it how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Lizzo, you got
like this whole thing is stupid to me. I keep seeing it down on my Twitter timeline, Instagram. I don't want to see it no more.
It ain't stupid, man. When Lizzo was out there doing what she was doing, listen, bro. I don't even have to scroll my timeline and then boom, Lizzo popping up with some controversy. I'm like, God damn, I'm just trying to look at the PS5.
Yeah.
It was her response to big up all the things that are being said about my.
What's her biggest
girl?
song?
You give that. Like, stop playing.
She
you
got a
give
few.
all of that.
I haven't heard one song.
She got a few. That's
just on the radio.
Yeah, she got a few.
She sings, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
just like Doja Cat. Go ahead, bro.
I think a lot of these artists in the industry are doing these things to boost up their sales, and they have A&Rs and PRs to give them tips on how to maneuver and what you should do to be able to get a reaction from everyone. Lil Nas is a prime example.
Genius, by the way.
Yeah, genius.
Genius.
They put him in a category where he's able to help everyone, and that market. The key is being marketable, and
he's marketable.
Yeah,
Point blank, he's marketable.
And he's doing it. But in a nutshell, I just feel like a lot of artists do a lot of things to get like reactions from the audience, which leads into clickbait. Clickbait leads into getting paid.
Well, not all of them, because Beyonce doesn't do none of that.
We're talking about Beyonce.
What about Beyonce?
Paris, you see what I said, Paris? You were just doing good. You see what I'm saying? You was just doing good. You just fucked up again.
She don't be in the news doing nothing.
Because that's Beyonce. This is 2 different levels.
This is 2 different levels.
I'll put you on game. Recently, you know who Chloe Bailey is?
Yeah.
The twin? All right,
of course.
You know how she signed? She signed to Beyonce?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how everyone was kind of mad at Beyonce for not.
The child is mine. The child.
But they do that to get a reaction for sales to boost up, and and note Beyonce was on tour, and I don't know everything, but
it makes sense. It makes sense what you're saying, because it's like this: an artist can fuck up, right? And they can be like, okay, damn, the artist fucked up. I got an album coming out. Let me see what you talking about to see if there's growth between the shit that you've done and what you're doing right now in this album. So it's all shit perception, to be honest with you.
Yeah, facts. Who do you guys feel like is gonna win album of the year?
Who's coming out?
I'll say Utopia, Gunna, Metro for Heroes and Villains.
It's Metro Boomin.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that album. It's Metro Boomin.
I'm not. You know what I'm finna say.
There's a lot of other artists. I forgot who else.
Listen, it's between Gunna and Utopia for me, because I'm gonna tell you why Gunna shit is so impressive. No features, right?
Yeah.
Controversy, of course, is gonna sell.
It always
what
has.
I'm saying. Yeah. So he gonna sell. All he gotta do is come up with a little fire album. I bet you half of those songs he been had in the cut.
He might win it
based off the lyricism and what he was saying.
Right.
I could tell like Bread and Butter, he made that right when he probably got out, or you know what I'm saying, or like Fuck You Mean, he probably had that in the cut.
How much he sold? Like 130, right?
I'm not sure how
he sold over 100.
But he went number one.
He went number
That's
one.
impressive. But I got
also hold on, let me say this. That nigga Weezy out of here didn't produce none of the shit that I think was on that project.
Yeah,
it was just London.
I believe he said that he wouldn't work with Gunna. If I'm not mistaken, I don't like to say,
No, I saw it on Twitter. You're right.
Okay.
So like when that came out, people on Twitter like, oh, this nigga over with. They were writing this nigga. I was like, you niggas.
Nah, they don't understand who really rode with Gunna's Turbo.
Right, bro. Right. Like bro, Turbo, like he snapped. Like, you feel me? He snapped. But I got I'm probably gonna have to go with Utopia, man. Like I don't know, bro. Like I've listened to that multiple times. Don't get me wrong, I listen to Gunna shit hella amount of times, but I like when I listen to music, bro. Like as an artist, it's a different ear, bro. I'm listening to certain things, cadences. I'm listening to melodies. I'm listening to like how are you gonna flow on this weird ass beat? You feel me? And then sometimes when I listen to a song and I know I can't get on the beat, I'm really curious, like, how the fuck you finna ride this shit? And then when I hear that shit, and I just be like, oh, okay, this nigga nice, right? Gunna shit, I feel like I can rap on any one of Gunna's instrumentals. Travis Scott is a totally different ball game, bro. I don't know what he coming with, and then when he be doing that shit where he don't put the feature up, I said, this motherfucker, man. And I hear Beyonce voice, I said, this nigga got Beyonce on here? It's different levels, bro. Yeah. Different levels. I don't think Gunna could call up somebody connected and get Beyonce on one of his records. Maybe he could, maybe he can't. I don't know, right? I know Travis Scott can based off how his is. I know what Travis Scott can do based off like,
Oh, facts.
Oh, right. Yeah, she's right.
Wow, y'all are slow.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that meme when he was in the yeah. So, I don't know. He hate Gunna, though. He don't like Gunna, bro. Yeah, I said it.
It ain't even been just before. It ain't even been like even before like the rush. I just never could gravitate towards bro music. Cause like with me, if you look lame and I think you like lame, I'm not gonna listen to you. Bro. I never thought bro can dress. I never liked his music. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna even pay you attention. You feel what I'm saying? It's not even hate, cause it's like he came in with Lil Baby and Young Thug. At a point in time, they all sounded like Young Thug. You feel what I'm saying? Like when before Lil Baby found his sound, you couldn't tell who they were. What that song was? He had a song with
Young Thug.
He had a song with Lil Baby. I didn't know who. I couldn't
he's
tell.
talking about the Gunna and Lil Baby.
I couldn't tell if that was Young Thug or who. I'm like, who is these niggas?
Oh yeah. He does have a little bit of a point. It's just the cadence, bro. Like the flow. Like they're trying to do, and that's what you fall into the category when you're making a song with niggas that are similar to you. You kind of fall into that, bro. But that's what makes a song hard as fuck, because it's like the flow and the cadence keeps going, and you already fucking with it, so you have no problem with it.
Right.
So I get what he's saying. It's just the fact that I think Utopia is probably gonna win.
It's like you, bro. It's like a lot of like. When you was younger, like you could tell like your taste in music has changed. You feel what I'm saying? Like when I was younger, I used to love like who I used to listen to when I was younger. Like I always listened to quality music. You feel what I'm saying? I used to listen to Wayne, so I know bars. Like these NBA YoungBoy babies, these motherfuckers are retarded. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
like
why I was over
you feel what I'm saying? Like
NBA YoungBoy is running it, bro.
He is.
He is. You feel what I'm saying?
We know that.
When people say he's the best rapper in the world, that's what I have to fall back. You know what I'm saying? Because I said I grew up to listening to Rick Ross, fucking Scarface, these niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Quality music. So it's like listening to Ghana at this age, even when he came out, I'm like, I can't fuck with it.
This is what I told him. I said we can't judge it from that because we were the young niggas looking at this same shit, right?
Right, facts.
Can't judge it like that. Like these young niggas really believe NBA YoungBoy is the best in the world. He's proving that he's kind of like literally like that nigga, right? So
he is that nigga for sure.
We grew up on like.
I feel like we grew up in a generation where music was really music. So for me nowadays, music is literally
you see what you just said? You see what you just said?
Like music is not music.
No. You see what you just said? We grew up on a different era of music.
No, we grew up around the best time. We had the okay, and I stand on my shit. The fuck? Okay,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's cute. That's great.
It's cute. It's real cute. Talking about it's cute.
All right, man. I fought with Uzi.
From the 90s to the like, come on now.
Uzi
we actually
Uzi's
like
hard. Cardi.
Cardi.
Performance
wise. Okay, glad you corrected yourself.
I said
okay. No, glad you corrected yourself. Cardi's trash.
Whoa.
Yeah, Playboy Cardi's trash.
Playboy Cardi is the best performer right now.
He is.
The best performance the best performer in the world right now, the biggest artist is Bad Bunny.
Yeah, for sure. Without question.
Yeah.
Isn't he a Spanish artist?
Yeah.
But
so
that's what I'm saying.
Then I'll say Drake was next after that.
But I'm saying like he's the biggest like
international.
Like have you seen one of his shows on YouTube? Seen a clip, anything on TikTok, bro? That nigga shows.
He made history.
The only thing I seen him do is Kiss 6ix9ine.
Bad Bunny is the biggest Latin artist in the world right
That's
now.
The only thing I seen him do.
Without a doubt.
You
in the world.
That's the only reason why I even know his name.
He's him.
Because of that.
He's him.
He's him.
He kissed 6ix9ine.
On to the next topic.
I don't think he did that.
I don't think he did that.
No, that would have.
It wasn't real.
He kissed his dancer. That's what it was. Yeah. During the performance, he kissed a girl, he kissed a woman, then he kissed a
6ix9ine.
No.
It wasn't 6ix9ine, Paris. It wasn't 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. With that being said, man, 100%, 100%.
Anything you want to give like to people who's been in your space, like young ballers who feel like that? You know what I'm saying? Any type of advice?
My advice would be, it's not gonna come right away. It's gonna take time.
Right.
Stay relentless. Keep going. And take a look around the people you're around.
Mm-hmm.
If they're not pushing you, if they're not trying to help you in any way, then they're slowing down your time.
Right.
Never give up.
Right.
Sometimes it's gonna feel like the end of the world, but it's really the beginning. And my main thing mostly is get to know yourself before you get to know other people.
Know yourself. That's what I preach.
I think like that's really what it is. Like, if you don't know yourself, you can't really step into this world and really accomplish the things that you want if you can't.
Yeah, that means you're very impressionable.
What's that mean?
Impressionable?
Yeah.
Anybody could just come and put their beliefs and whatever onto you, and then you're just gonna go with that because you're a follower. You're not a person of your own self.
She redeemed herself, Nate.
Oh, you can't go. Look here. And because Martin's a fake Jamaican, happy Independence Day for all my real dreads out there coming up. Because I don't know what you got going on.
It's Independence Day today?
Not today, tomorrow.
Okay, for sure. Shout out to all the Jamaicans. One thing I would say for all of us is that we gotta stop the crab in the barrel mentality.
Especially in Florida, for sure. Yeah. Especially here. That's real.
I think we should all. And another thing is, I believe we all should give each other the fishing pole instead of the fish.
Mm-hmm.
What that means?
Y'all hear that?
Reel them in.
So essentially, like, when people put you on to things and they'll just give you like the taste of it, not really what it is, or how to like. You ask someone how to make money or how to do this, they'll tell you like.
Are you talking about Jamaican as a culture?
No, I'm not talking about
life.
No.
Life.
Yeah, I stopped with the crabs in the barrel there because I believe. You feel me?
Go ahead, bro.
Like Floyd Mayweather said it best. He was around all his rich friends and they had yachts and helicopters, and he was all like, they're not my real friends if they don't show me how to get it.
Real shit.
You get what I'm saying?
Real shit.
So it's really about like, okay, boom, it's the fishing pole. I'm giving you something that's gonna help you forever. To accumulate, not just the fish where you just eat it once and then that's it. You get what I'm saying? So you have that. That's why I push. I prefer everyone to get the fishing pole instead of the fish. So You know, knowledge is key, gems is key. And you know, never give up. That's really the main thing.
You watch anime?
I love anime. Naruto's my favorite anime.
Oh, you gotta take my hand on that.
Yeah. You feel
Real
me?
nigga right here.
I grew up on that. You know, Naruto's story, you know.
Incredible.
Yeah, like that whole story in a nutshell.
Who's your favorite character?
Naruto.
Okay.
Because like, you know, the most sentimental part for me was when he fought Pain, came back to the village, and everyone then noticed him.
Was on his dick.
You know, honestly, I really love Pain.
Yeah, that's why I keep this background on.
Yeah.
Me,
You see who that is?
Because like
Very outdoor.
That's hard.
That's the strongest character of all time.
That's hard.
Yeah.
And I love Sasuke. I mean, I love you know, rest in peace Jiraiya. But the show goes on.
the greatest, man.
Yeah.
The greatest.
Right now I'm watching Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's going crazy.
You saw the recent episode?
Yeah. Season ended.
Yeah.
Attack on Titans I'm waiting for. And I've been reading more too. Like I've been reading this book called 10,000 Hours, where essentially, you know, you put anything you put 10,000 hours into, you master the craft. So that's been helping me a lot.
Yeah.
And I've been told to read the Bible, like different, like all the Bibles in the world, to be able to get perspective. And I think that's like my next thing. Yeah.
But no, everything, you know, everybody's everyone's trying to find out, you know what I'm saying, what
their own spiritual journey.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you say, bro, like you gotta do it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can't really go off. Goddamn, Martin, my bad. You can't really go off of everything. That's the second time.
Yeah.
Bro, this episode was amazing,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Amazing.
for sure. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys for having me. Hopefully we could do another one.
Of course.
You know.
Without a question. Well, like, with that being said, everybody, you know what I say after every podcast episode. If you got anything that you want to do, go ahead and just do it, man. Take the risk. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Do not hesitate. Just jump in, bro. You got to never give up. For real. But with that being said, we out of there, man.
Facts.
Later.
That was hard.